Chandler Injury Lawyer, trusted attorney for fracture injury claims. Chandler Injury Lawyer Paul Ticen leverages his experience as a personal injury attorney, former insurance adjuster, and defense attorney to guide clients through the complexities of fracture claims. His diverse background, unwavering commitment to securing fair and reasonable compensation, and compassionate, client-centered approach ensure a positive experience from start to finish. Types of fractures. Fracture severity can range from a simple, non-displaced, aka hairline, fracture to more severe fractures like comminuted, broken into multiple pieces, and/or displaced. A hairline fracture typically is casted or splinted and heals with time. The more severe fractures require surgery to remove bony fragments and other debris, and aligning bones with hardware and screws to try and remove any deformity and restore normal functioning. Sometimes a fracture does not heal properly, and there is malunion where a deformity exists, or non-union where the bones fail to heal. Subsequent procedures are often necessary. How traumatic fractures occur. Fractures occur when a bone is subjected to a force that exceeds its structural strength, leading to partial or complete failure, break, of the bone. During a car crash, this can occur when a driver or passenger's body is forcefully thrown against an object within the vehicle, like the center console, door jamb, or steering wheel. Fractures can also occur during car crashes when there is crush damage that penetrates into the passenger compartment of the vehicle, resulting in intense pressure to the driver or passenger. A pedestrian or bicyclist may suffer a fracture from the force of being struck by a moving vehicle, and when he or she hits the pavement or another object. Immediate steps to take after a fracture. Severe and complex fractures require immediate trauma-level medical care and often surgical intervention. For suspected fractures that are less severe, going to an emergency room or urgent care clinic is warranted to ensure that the fracture is reduced, imaging occurs, and the fracture is stabilized to minimize complications. The treating physician will also provide discharge instructions and recommend a follow-up MI severe with either a primary care physician or a specialist like an orthopedic surgeon. Taking photographs at the emergency room or urgent care clinic of the area with the suspected fracture, if possible, is helpful for the personal injury claim. Photographs of the injury before the fracture is reduced and stabilized, and also while wearing a splint, helps paint the picture of what was suffered and endured because of another's fault for causing a vehicle crash or a sports and fitness incident. Why early imaging is crucial. Most fractures produce objective findings on X-rays or CT imaging, which the insurance company adjuster, insurance defense counsel, and jury can visually see. If a fracture is suspected, it's critical to have the imaging done as soon as possible after the crash to help demonstrate that the car crash was the cause of the fracture. This said, small hairline or stress fractures can remain visually hard to see on initial plain films, and some acute breaks may not appear radiographically for up to 7 to 10 days due to swelling of surrounding tissue. This necessitates repeat X-rays or CT scans to confirm the diagnosis. Waiting too long between the crash and imaging can create problems because the fracture has more time to heal, and, at some point, it becomes more difficult to show whether it is a new or old fracture. Problems with showing an acute fracture versus a healed-over old fracture creates causation difficulties because there is more opportunity for the insurance company and defense counsel to argue that the fracture pre-existed the crash. By securing timely diagnostic studies, causation is reinforced and the fracture claim is significantly strengthened. How Chandler Injury Lawyer helps recover fair and reasonable compensation. Paul Ticen helps you receive fair and reasonable compensation for fracture injuries that occur due to car crashes. Paul's role includes investigation and case building, gathering evidence, analyzing crash reports, identifying factual and legal issues, formulating theories of liability and potential sources of insurance coverage, and we can bring in subject matter experts if needed. Medical coordination, helping clients understand their healthcare options, including identifying whether there is medical payment coverage under your automobile policy and what this entails, the pros and cons of using health insurance versus medical link-ins, and potential negotiation of link-ins and subrogation interests. Insurance communication, taking over all communication and interactions with the insurance adjusters to shield the client from tactics that could undermine the personal injury claim. Settlement demands and negotiation, analyzing the medical records and billing statements, preparing detailed demand packages supported by medical documentation and non-economic damages like pain and suffering, and then negotiating strategically to maximize your settlement. Litigation and mediation, trial, arbitration preparation, litigating cases if a fair and reasonable settlement isn't possible, and presenting the case at mediation, arbitration hearings, or court. Why choose Chandler Injury Lawyer? Personalized client experience. Paul Ticen limits his case volume to ensure every client benefits from personalized attention and care, and he strives to educate his clients to make the personal injury claim process and legal process less intimidating and more collaborative, supported, and involved. Insurance insider knowledge. Paul Ticen's prior experience as an insurance adjuster and insurance defense attorney gives him unique insight into insurer strategy and tactics, enables more objective case analysis, and aids him in building strong claims that are both factually sound and legally persuasive. Clear and transparent communication. Paul Ticen prioritizes clear and transparent communication to keep clients informed what's occurring and what to expect so clients can make well-informed decisions during the claim and litigation process. Empathy-driven service. Paul Ticen knows a serious injury brings physical pain, emotional and financial stress, and uncertainty. Paul, as an attorney, serves as your trusted counselor, guiding you through each step of the personal injury process with empathy and support. We promptly answer questions, ease your worries, and ensure you feel supported and informed from your first call through case resolution. Next steps and free consultation. Don't let a fracture injury derail your life. Contact Chandler Injury Lawyer today for a free, no-obligation case review to gauge whether Paul Ticen is the right fit to handle your Chandler fracture injury case. Cases are handled on a contingency fee basis. Contact Chandler Injury Lawyer at 4806-469382 and get started on your case.